In 1974, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released by American director and producer Tobe Hooper. The initial release was on October 1st, 1974 in Austin, Texas. Shortly after, we saw a nationwide release. From the East Coast to the West Coast, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre shook audiences to their core. Being advertised as based on true events turned this film into a literal fright fest for hundreds of moviegoers. Despite the based on true event campaign, all in all, the events depicted in this film are loosely based on the gruesome crimes of American serial killer Ed Gein. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was extremely controversial even before the release. With 16-hour days, 7 days a week, during the hot, humid, hell-like July Texas summer, the actors and crew alike were tested every day for their commitment to this project. With Gunnar Henson, the actor playing Leatherface, is quoted as saying, "It was 95, 100 degrees every day during filming. They wouldn't wash my costume because they were worried that the laundry might lose it or it would change color. They didn't have enough money for a second costume, so I wore that mask 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, for a month." After the North American release, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released worldwide. However, countries such as Brazil, Chile, Finland, France, Iceland, Norway, Singapore, and Sweden would later ban this film from being shown. These bans would last all the way well into the 90s, with Brazil being the exception. This film is still banned in Brazil because of the content being depicted. From my research, this is the only country that I came across that still has an active ban on this film. Please let me know if you know any other countries with an active ban on this film. Now, we can't have a review about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre without talking about the one, the only Leatherface. Yielding his iconic chainsaw and human skin-made mask, Leatherface pumps fear and terror into audience members even still to this day. Leatherface has an arsenal of weapons at his disposal, such as hammers, hooks, and of course, his chainsaw. From surprise kills to full-on chases, Leatherface hunts his victims in different ways. Sometimes he will even save his victims for later by hanging them on meat hooks. Speaking of, this scene right here is my absolute favorite. I mean, despite it not being a kill scene, just the sensation that this scene gives off is just unbelievably scary. I mean, just somehow over time, I still get this just a twinge in my back when I see this scene. It is just, oof, it is, goodness. But, all in all, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is still one of my favorite horror films of all time. No matter how many times I have seen this film, I always discover something new or understand a scene a little more. This film has been so successful that we have gotten many remakes since the initial release, and each one terrifying audiences alike. Well, thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. Please let me know in the comments if you're a fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you tomorrow for another one. Until then, take care and stay safe.